Hey guys, welcome to Body Bags. This is your host Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and this week we are doing Vampire Week. Now I was going to review one particular movie, but I couldn't find it, so I went with a goodie from 1992, and that is Innocent Blood. Now with Innocent Blood was a pretty interesting film, a lot of fun, a lot of gore. In this film, oh, unfortunately I gotta look it up who plays who because I'm horrible with names. Anna Palarod plays Maria. She is the vampire, and she's pretty much going after the bad guys pretty much. Well, the thing is, in the movie starts off, it's all of her telling the viewer the story of how she needs to go out and she feels like she's going to watch Italian tonight. And how she has rules where she doesn't play with her food and she must do certain things to prevent her and prevent other people turning into these vampires. Now, you have Anthony LaPaglia, who plays a gentleman in the mob who's actually an undercover cop who is infiltrating. Sorry, I'm not saying better names. Robert Lagoya, who happens to be the mob boss. And he's pretty much, trying to catch this guy and catch him in any acts possible. Well, Maria there decides to chow down on one of his boys. And after she kills him, she blows his head off with a shotgun. Now, there's no storyline why she does this until later on in the film. You just think vampires suck blood and that's it. Well, there's a little more to that. So, you have your man that wasn't part of the mob, who was happened to be an undercover cop, finds out that the mob boss was murdered. Now, of course, Maria there got to the mob boss. She really wasn't supposed to go for him. She was going to go for his chauffeur, but went for him instead. But she bit him, but never did anything to cut off his head because the chauffeur barged in, shooting up the place, trying to save him. Well, anyway, come to find out, supposedly he dies, and he is in the morgue. His body relives, and he is this walking dead. He is looking around, figuring out where the hell he is, some weird ass hospital, and he's not in the hospital. He happens to be in the morgue. So he's looking and trying to get out. He calls up his lawyer, who is played by Don Rickles. And Don Rickles is hysterical in this film. He's a badass. So pretty much, he gets his boys over, and he bites Don Rickles. And then all of a sudden, he gets rejuvenated. Now, Maria realizes that, oh shit, he has now become her as well. And later on, of course, you had the whole good and evil fighting each other. Your mob boss is now making an army of these vampires. He's biting all his boys, and the boys are biting those boys, and they're becoming strong. They got super strength. Their eyes change in different colors. It's hysterical. That's the bad part of this film is the special effects with the eye color and when they talk, because their voice changes a little bit, and it's just very cheesy on that aspect, but the rest of this movie is fantastic. Now, there's a shit ton of cameos in this film. You have, oh, sorry, sit back a little bit. You have Sam Raimi, who plays he plays in this meat shop. He is like a butcher. You have Tom Savini. Tom Savini is a photographer in this film. Leanna Quigley is also a nurse. Dario Argento plays a EMT in this as well. And there is a ton of other cameos. Angela Bassett is the chief of police. If you've never seen this film, definitely check this film out. This is from 1992. You got a little cheesy soundtrack. Actually, most of the soundtrack is Italian music, all that fun shit. But the rest of the acting is fantastic. There's a lot of gore. There is a lot of blood. There's a lot of nudity. This one was rated R for that fact. There was a theatrical release. I remember this movie coming to the theaters. And the only way to get this is, of course, on the snap cover DVD. There's no, right now, official Blu-ray, which I hope someday there is. This would be fantastic re-released. Other than that, definitely check this film out. Yeah, I said it was a lot of fun. A lot of very cool premise. And also, too, there's supposed to be a vampire film. And I forgot to mention that some of the vampire lore doesn't affect in this film. Because, with vampires, you can't see the reflection. In this film, she can see her reflection. But she's always smashing the mirrors. Probably because her face is all covered in blood. Who knows? She doesn't have it. She has issues with garlic, issues with sunlight. She does go into a church, which usually vampires don't go on holy ground. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't. But she goes in there, and crosses don't affect her. But they do a decent job with vampire lore with this film. The whole biting. Her teeth don't turn into fangs. She pretty much bites the neck, rips the carotid, and drinks blood from the carotid artery. Which was pretty neat. I thought that was a pretty cool premise there. And of course, with this aspect, if you get bit by the vampire, you become a vampire. And then when you bite someone, so on and so on. And you get regenerated from that. That's why she blows off the head. Because after she bites you and drinks your blood, if she doesn't take out the head, almost like a zombie, you become the living dead. Which is kind of neat, because people get shot in the head, people get their head, necks broke, twisted, and they kill them that way. But fantastic film, guys. This is from 1992. Innocent Blood. I give this an 8 out of 10. Like I said, if you've never seen it before, definitely give this a watch. And if you can find it cheap, definitely pick it up. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I'd like to subscribe down below. Love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the Body Bag Show, guys. Peace.